told you. My hair smells like watermelon.
Now just do a few minutes of me. Stop it. For crying out loud. Do a few minutes and then we'll do a dress up one time later. Stop. Is that a promise? If I look silly, we stop.
Okay.
All that way. Putting on my lipstick every morning when I wake up. And put on my makeup.
How's that?
Perfect.
That's all.
Okay. Juanita, do you have any nicknames?
Yes, I do.
What's your nickname?
NiNi. Baby
How-
NiNi.
Say that again?
Baby NiNi. You're
Okay.
NiNi.
All right. How long?
Neat, yes.
Neat? Where did you get that name?
Bob calls me Neat a lot. He called me Neat. The nieces and nephews call me NiNi because they could not say Juanita.
Which one do you prefer?
Well, I love the Neat from Bob, but I love NiNi from the kids. Yeah, it's both got their special places in my heart.
How long do you think we've known each other?
We have known each other probably, I'd say, probably 8 or 9 years.
What's the first thing you remember about me?
That you visited with Shauna. Don't exactly know, Tony. Maybe you visited with Shauna. I know you were there for us when Bob died. I do know that. But you were a friend of Shauna's somewhat before that and would visit with her then, I think. I loved your curly hair. I loved your all those pretty little curls and your great activities of, you know, all of your, I was trying to think of a good word to describe you. You're so active in everything and doing stuff and telling funny things and laughing.
Well, tell me, what's one of your first things you remember ever about your life?
About my life?
One of the first memories.
Yes. That's way back, Tony. I don't know. Probably going to school, you know, getting vaccinated and all that, lining up with other kids, getting vaccinated for school. And
How'd you feel
maybe a little before that, but not a whole lot. That's probably 5 or 5 then, maybe.
How did you feel on that day?
Anxious, I'm sure. You know, ready to go to school. I loved school.
What'd you love about it?
Oh, I loved everything. I loved learning. I loved my little sweethearts. I loved all of it. I did the people.
Mm-hmm. What was something you didn't like about it?
Oh, I don't remember. Actually, honestly, nothing that I did that I disliked about school. Do not remember anything in particular that I disliked. I don't think so. I don't think I know of anything I disliked about school.
What do you think my favorite subject in school was?
History. Am I all wrong?
How about you?
I liked English.
Who do you think is somebody that is most important in my life from the beginning of my life?
From the first time I've known you
Uh-huh.
until now,
Uh-huh.
your grandmother, who I think was very special to you.
Who's one of the most important people in your life ever?
Oh, my baby. Shauna's my favorite person in my life. My husband was. But your children are always the very most special person in your life, I think, even over your spouses.
What's a really difficult decision you think I've had to make?
That you've had to make?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I know that, Tony, exactly. Maybe moving away, going to college, starting out a new life on your own,
What?
something like that.
Mm-hmm. How about you? What's one of the most difficult decisions you ever had to make?
Difficult decisions that I've ever had to make. I'm trying to think. Exempting the, deaths in my family and all that. I guess maybe whether a difficult decision was retiring or not retiring, since I had worked all my life.
How about the easiest decision?
To have Shauna, to have a baby.
How old were you?
25.
What's the saddest day? What do you think is the saddest day of my life?
Of your life?
Mm-hmm.
Losing your father,
What was the saddest day of your life?
losing my husband, losing Bob.
Mm-hmm. What do you remember about that day?
Not too much. Not too much. I do not, I just was in kind of a state of shock. It wasn't expected. It was sudden. And I just, like I say, I was in shock and did not remember. I don't actually remember a whole lot about that day, to be honest with you. That evening anyway. I worked that day and come in, and that's what I met at the door.
During that time period, who do you remember the most being around you, talking to you, experiencing?
During all the whole period of time, or you and Shauna were here mostly. You were here for Shauna, and you helped us. Shauna and I both get through it. You were great with her in her grieving moments, and I guess the two of you were here with me longer than anyone else. Dawn stayed with me for 2 or 3 days, I think. My sister Dawn, several days. And then when Shauna went back, of course, y'all had to go back too. But you were there for Shauna, so I appreciated that so much. She needed someone. I did have family here. She didn't.
What good came out of that?
Out of what?
Out of that time?
I don't know that there was any too much good that come out of it, other than the fact that I learned to be a little bit more independent than I had been before, and right off the top of my head, I don't remember. Like I said, it made us stronger, probably, that we learned to do things for ourselves that Bob did for us, and more or less, something like that, probably. If there was anything such as good.
So, tell me, get this right. Tell me what your happiest memory is.
The birth of Shauna. always Shauna. She always makes me happy.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me one particularly interesting or fun memory?
About when she was born or whatever?
Anytime.
No, of course, when she was, like I say, when she was born, she had a really, really big head of black hair. Bob had bought me a little electrode that was in the 60s. That they were popular. And you know, if anyone knows what those are, they had a lot of hair, curly hair, a lot of big hair. And that was one of the things I thought about when I saw Shauna, because she had so much hair, and I thought, well, that's probably the reason I thought that, because I'd had that good luck trove that I had in the months that I carried her.
What was it called again?
A good luck trove. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Why you're laughing?
Why is he laughing?
I look like a troll.
Oh, that you wanted to hear me say that about Shauna. Do you know what one looks like, Tony?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
You remember all the black hair they had?
Uh-huh.
You've never heard me say that before? She did.
I don't know if I have or not.
Yeah. And don't you think we've had enough?
Almost.
15 minutes almost.
It has? Okay.
Okay.
What do you think I wanted to be when I was a kid, when I grew up?
You probably wanted to be a fireman.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
A teacher.
Did you ever do that?
No. I taught Shauna. I taught her everything she knows. Don't forget that.
What's the first thing you do in the morning?
I make my bed as I get out of the bed. And I thank God for keeping me safe during the night. I come to the kitchen, I make coffee. I let up the blinds.
How do you think I have my coffee?
Black
How do you have your coffee?
with cream. I have idle these days and enjoy my cup of coffee.
What time do you think I go to bed at night, generally?
11.
How about you?
I've been staying up till 11. I used to go a little earlier, but I've been staying up till 11, so I've been trying to sleep a little later since I'm accustomed to getting up early. I just continued to do so after I retired, so I'm trying to sleep a little later of the morning and stay up a little later at night.
What's something in my life you think I wish... Let me start over. I'm getting my words mixed up. What's something you think I wish I had done differently in my life?
I don't know that you would have really wanted to have done a lot differently. You may have wanted to spend more time with your dad since he was, since you lost him so early in life or something like that. But I think that's the only thing. I think you've made good decisions and had a lot of success.
What's something you would have done differently?
I don't know that I would have done too much differently. I would have, I really don't know of anything much that I would have done differently in my lifetime. Maybe I might have gone on to college had I known that the resources of getting there were a little more, that we could, we could get loans and things like that. I knew that we couldn't, I came from a large family, so didn't have much chance of it. But we didn't have the opportunities as they do today, or we didn't know about it, one. It wasn't taught in our school counselors or anything didn't tell us what they tell them today about how they can apply and encourage them. I didn't have that encouragement from these schools. I don't allow anybody to get my side view and get my double chins and that turkey thing. What is it? Donnie and I, we get after Tommy for taking her pictures sideways. That's a no-no.
If I were to ask you this question, you had to answer in one or two words. Who am I?
Shauna's best friend.
Who are you?
Shauna's mother.
What was the hardest part about being a mother?
Oh, there's no hard part about being a mother. It's all a joy.
Everything?
Well, the worries, about being the right parent and doing the right things and correcting her, discipline her in the right manner, and etc., those things. Other than that, it was a complete joy.
Who was the first person you told when you found out you were going to have a baby?
Her dad, Bob.
What was his reaction?
Oh, he was delighted. Completely, we both were.
Who got to decide what you were going to name your baby?
We did it together. We looked and looked for months, but Bob actually found the name that we named her, and then I put the Charisse to Shauna with a CH and a CH to go with it.
What was life like as new parents?
Oh goodness, like we told Shauna before, we didn't even turn on the TV. She was our little thing that we looked at all the time. We didn't need a TV. She just always was for us to play with and look at and love and adore. So it was great.
What was life like before her?
It was also fun. We had a good life. We had we went dancing. We did things. We went to the beach, Daytona, usually in the summertime. I worked. He worked. A normal life, normal things.
What would be one or two words that would describe your life before, Shauna?
Just married. Just married. Just married. 2 words? That's hard to do that, Tony. 2 words.
3?
Oh, we had a good life. Yeah, it was great. Life was great. Bob was good. He was a good husband, a good father, a good husband. So we enjoyed those things, dancing and going places and doing things and picnicking and, like I say, the normal.
What was the thing you loved about Bob most when you first met him?
Mannerism. He had excellent manners, a lot of respect for women was one of the first impressions.
And how about later on in life? What was the thing you loved about him most?
Well, he was gentle, kind, and a great father, and a great husband. He was good.
Contest.
Well,
And how you went off with the man on the motorcycle.
Sean, I don't even remember doing that. I said, going off with the
We
man.
got it on tape.
Yeah, well, I had it on that blows close mine, doesn't it? On that. We used to play on the beach all the time, you know. We've got a lot of beach pictures of you and things like that also. But
So you won a dance contest?
yeah, we won the twist contest, Arthur Murray twist contest.
What did you get for that?
Free steak dinner.
Really?
That was good back in the 1960s, or maybe it could have been early.
Was that at the
60s, I guess, at Daytona. Mm-hmm.
Was that at the beach?
Yes, that was at the beach.
What about Chimney Rock street dance? What happened up there?
It was where I met Bob.
Uh-huh.
That was in Rutherfordton. Rutherfordton street dance is where I met. Bob was an excellent dancer who he loved dancing, and we did a lot of dancing. And that's where we met, was Rutherfordton street dance.
Did he catch your eye? And approach you, or did you see him first?
He saw me first, I guess. Because he approached
And he asked you to dance?
He approached me and asked me to dance, yes.
What was your first dance?
No, honey, I really don't remember that first dance. I don't remember what it was, what we did in the street dance. I don't know if it was a one-on-one, or if it was kind of a square dance, or if it was a Paul Jones, or what. I do not remember that one. Exactly, but it was a street dance.
After you got married and you and Dad would go out dancing, is there a particular outfit that you loved that made you feel pretty?
I don't know if I had a particular one, but I always tried, we always found something. It was important what you did wear and all, you know, like the go-go boots when those were popular, the big hair, the long dresses at one time, the short ones, many dresses at one time.
Does someone stick out where you feel like you got a lot of compliments and that you really like?
It's been a long time, baby.
I'm thinking about that purple number that came up like an empire waist and had the glitter.
The slit all the way down.
All the way down.
Yeah, that was nice. That was a special kind of, but you didn't wear that just. You saved that kind of for a special.
It had hot shorts with it, didn't it?
Yeah, it had hot
Hot pants.
Hot pants, they called them. I think is what I was trying to think.
Uh-huh.
We loved dancing, and like I say, we did a lot of it. Bob was excellent. He could dance with anybody, and they could dance with him because he knew how to maneuver you on the dance floor.
When was the last time you danced together?
Oh, we danced around the house, even a lot of times, you know. It's been a while, since we'd actually just gone out dancing. I don't know, if we'd go out like on New Year's Eve or something like that, something special, we would dance, but we used to go a lot, you know. But that was mainly before Shauna was born, a lot of it was, but a good lot afterwards also. And it wouldn't come out, so I'd say,
It's hard, yeah.
no, that word wouldn't come to me. Something.
What?
Now tell me that isn't fair, because I don't have you have dishes in the sink and stuff. That's not lifestyle where I wash lunch dishes, Shauna. Y'all make me, there's soap water over with pans, so
I'll make you take it out.
yeah, take that. That's it, just one.
Yeah, now look off that way.
Look at me. Look at me. You want me to look at the picture?
Uh-huh.
Try it one more time. See if you can't just push it.
If I were,
Push it.
if I were barefooted.
You got it?
But I got a doll in on it.
Grab it still. There we go. Oh!
We got a doll falling over. Did she move?
Because that looks like me. She looks like a...
Yeah. You can go all the way down and here, baby, hold on. And
She's uncooperative. There.
well, I don't know what she's doing.
Oh, you gotta get a hold of your dolls. They're disobeying. Oh,
Now you be sweet girl.
there.
You need to go away around here and give me a picture for insurance purposes in case my house burns. I'd never have done that. Thanks.
Yeah. That's fine. No, it's a different angle though.
Oh, okay. You're just getting my face, aren't you?
Yeah, I promise. It feels good.
Look at that. I got a picture of you.
You sure have.